Hello, my name is Cassidy Green, and I am your local representative with Bedford Freeman and Worth High School Publishers. Please feel free to reach out to me for any of your advanced placement high school textbook needs. Whether you'd like a sample of a new book, or whether you'd like support for any book you currently use with us. I'm always here, whether you need to email me, call me, text me, or get a hold of me in any way you can. I'll make sure you're taken care of. Thank you so much.
Hi, welcome to this recorded session entitled The Task Matters, Choosing Math Tasks with Intention. My name is Julie Frizzell. I've been a consultant at Region 10 for 6 years, and I work primarily to support teachers of secondary mathematics. In this session, I'll share some information with you, and then I'll point you towards some websites that you can spend some time exploring, hopefully finding some tasks that you can use with students during the upcoming school year. In 2014, the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, or NCTM, published Principles to Actions, Ensuring Mathematical Success for All. In the book, they gave us this list of 8 effective mathematics teaching practices that are shown on the screen. This research-informed framework represents what is seen as a core set of practices and essential teaching skills necessary to promote deep learning of mathematics. While the practices are all interconnected, I believe that the first two, establishing math goals to focus learning and implementing tasks that promote reasoning and problem solving, must be in place for the others to really be effective. This session focuses on choosing appropriate tasks that are aligned with your instructional and learning goals. In Principles to Action, NCTM says, effective teaching of mathematics engages students in solving and discussing tasks that promote mathematical reasoning and problem solving and allow multiple entry points and varied solution strategies. We need tasks that are worth talking about. Here are some things to keep in mind when choosing worthwhile tasks. A mathematical task should provide opportunities for students to engage in exploration or encourage students to use procedures in ways that are connected to concepts and understanding. A mathematical task should build on students' current understanding. And a mathematical task should have multiple entry points. All students need to have access to the task. This is an issue of equity. These tasks are often referred to as low floor, high ceiling tasks. Everyone can enter into the work where they are, and students can take the thinking to higher and higher levels. Here's a sample task from ucubed.org. This is a really nice task because it's open to everyone. The website says it's appropriate for use in grades 3 through 12. It can be solved in a variety of ways, and it can be extended to work in combinatorics, a nice way of organizing counting. Students are asked to work on this task in groups and to display their results on posters. When presenting their work to the class, students would be expected to use convincing arguments to justify their solutions. And as the teacher facilitates the whole class discussion, he or she would help students see the connections between strategies and develop conceptual understandings. So it's important to choose worthwhile, cognitively demanding tasks, but then it's also important that we, as the teacher, work to maintain the cognitive demand of the task throughout. On the left side of this slide, we're going to look at some things that we might do that would lead to a decline of students' thinking. And then on the right side, we'll look at things we should do to maintain the integrity of the task that we've chosen. So here are the factors associated with the decline of cognitive demand. First is routinizing problematic aspects of the task. If we reuse a task over and over again, making it routine, we take away the need for our students to actually think about the task. Next, if we focus on the correctness or completeness of an answer instead of emphasizing the meaning, concepts, or understanding, we lower the cognitive demand of a task. If we don't provide students with sufficient time to wrestle with the demanding aspects of a task, or if we give students so much time that they drift into off-task behaviors, we'll lower a task's cognitive demand. Engaging in high-level cognitive activities is prevented when we have classroom management problems. Selecting a task that is inappropriate for a given group of students, whether it's the context or the level of the task, can make it less cognitively demanding. And finally, failing to hold students accountable for high-level products or processes lowers the cognitive demand of a task. On the other hand, these are factors that maintain a high level of cognitive demand for a chosen task. We should provide scaffolding that supports student thinking and reasoning without giving them too much direction or help. We need to provide a means by which students can monitor their own progress. This could be through check-ins with the teacher or with other groups along the way while they're working. Modeling of high-level thinking and performances by the teacher, or better yet, capable students, can maintain the cognitive demand of a task. We always need to press students for justifications, explanations, and/or meaning through questioning, comments, and feedback. We should always strive to choose tasks that build on students' prior knowledge. And we need to help them see the conceptual connections that arise from a good task. And finally, we have to provide sufficient time for students to explore. This is a situation where we need to slow down to go fast, because if we invest time in quality tasks, we shouldn't have to take time later to reteach or review. I really love this quote from the authors of How Should Mathematics Be Taught? There is no decision that teachers make that has a greater impact on students' opportunities to learn and on their perceptions about what mathematics is than the selection or creation of the tasks with which the teacher engages students in studying mathematics. Students, and really the general population as a whole, has a pretty negative view of what mathematics is. We have the opportunity to help our students and their parents reshape their perspectives. So let's make the most of it. Now it's time for you to do some exploring on your own. I realize that it can be hard to find good, highly engaging tasks that fit your learning goals. So I've curated a collection of resources using the Toby Chrome extension. You can use the QR code or type in the URL shown on the screen. Remember that bit.lys are case sensitive, and it should take you to a website, a web page from which you can access 12 different websites. Each of these are personal favorites, and there's a wealth of tasks, problems, and activities to choose from. I hope that you'll find some tasks that you can use with students in the upcoming school year. Let's take a look. So here are the 12 websites. Just click on any one of them and it'll take you to that website. I do want to point out that this one on the bottom right, the problem-based lesson search, is Robert Kaplinsky's search engine, Google search engine that searches for problem-based lessons. If you go to this little bar right here that says next to the word submit, you can type in your topic that you're looking for. You can also on this page click on any of these links, hyperlinks. These are the sources, the pages that this particular search engine searches. These others include lots of different activities, and just click on them and explore your activity, explore the different things that are offered there. So I've included my email address on this screen if you have any questions. I'd love to hear from you about what you've learned in this session, and I hope to work with you again in the very near future. Thank you for your participation.